Hello my crafty friends, it's Arva. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to show what I created for the Christmas in July Summer Mashup Swap, which was hosted in the Swapbot group PCProS by Venetta Cox. So for this swap, we were to create 3 embellishments from summer themed dies or SVG files, but we were to decorate them with Christmas or winter paper and decorative elements. We had to include at least 2 additional elements other than just the die or file pieces. So primarily I used the Comfort and Joy collection from My Mind's Eye. I was fortunate enough to be able to pick up just about the entire collection from Tuesday morning. Oh, how I miss Tuesday morning. Back in 2019. And so I had the 12 by 12, the chipboard, the stickers, the brads, tags, the chipboard buttons, the 6 by 6, and I even had journaling cards, but I didn't use those this time. The dies that I chose to use, I used the Swan Dive from KS Craft. I used the fan die, and I think this is from Andy's store. I used the flamingo die. This is also a shaker. These are pool floats, the swan and the flamingo, KS Craft as well. I used one of the new dies from KS Craft, the hat die. I used this popsicle die from KS Craft. I used this sunglasses die from I think it's a Lily store on AliExpress. I use the cocktail drink with the umbrella to make it a tropical drink. I know I picked this up off of AliExpress. I just don't remember the store. I use the flip-flop die from KS Craft. And I use the bucket die, the 3D bucket die from Scrap Diva Designs. So these are the dies that I used, and I'll show you the items that I created. Anything that I can find, I will leave links to in the description box below. Okay, before I show what I created, I forgot I had a few extras for, and my swap partner, I think I forgot to say, I'm actually sending to Venetta. I don't know who's sending to me yet, but Venetta is who I'm sending to, so here are some of the extras I'm sending her. I picked up this die from Momenta. It's a holly leaf, really intricate holly leaf, and it's got a shadow layer, and then it has the berries. So I'm sending her that. I'm also sending her these little Christmas light sequins. I picked these up from Michael's during Christmas. And then I also included an embellishment box. This was one of those large 12 by 12 sheets that it was pretty much just the musical notes, and it had the reindeer, and then in the other corner it had just a small poinsettia. So I just kind of let the paper do the work. I put this, I cut it so that it would have this kind of off to the center here. Added 3 poinsettias, and then one of the chipboard pieces that says Season's Greetings. And then on the inside, I've included some Christmas cabochons, some little gems in Christmas colors and stars, some red, green, and clear beads. These are glass beads. Some holly leaves, some present cabochons. I have white and red poinsettias, and then I have these pine cone picks. So thought that would be nice to share with her. We didn't have to send extras, but I always like to send something extra, and that's kind of the reason I like doing one-on-one swaps. You can kind of send a little bit more because you're not limited in the space of a padded pack. So I'll be right back to show what I created. Now we had to include only 3 embellishments. I did go a little overboard, but nevertheless, here we go. And only 2 of these didn't meet the, well, I guess this one actually does meet. It does have 2 additional elements. Let me zoom in just a little bit. So this is the sunglasses die, and I used some adhesive vellum on the inside just so that you could see that there was a difference in color. Hopefully that way you can tell that it is sunglasses. And then I just added some little snowflakes on the end. Then I have a pair of the flip-flops, and I added these cute little glittered red poinsettias. This is where I used the baseball cap die from KS Craft, and I added the pom-pom. I added a snowflake, and it's nice and iridescent glitter on it. And I added this little sentiment. It says, "Let it snow." I have this fan die. I think, like I said, I think this is from Andy's store. And I added a bow. I added a little sentiment that says, "Attention Santa." And I added a brad in the middle that says, "Joy." Here is the popsicle die. And I added some, made this one a shaker, added some peppermint and sprinkles to the top. And then I added a little bow and a little bling piece in the middle. Here is the swan floaty, and I made that one a shaker. And I added a wreath around the swan's neck, added some red, green, and white diamond dots, and then a tiny little resin bow here at the bottom. And for the flamingo, one of my favorites, I think, I added a shaker, added the glittered holly leaves and berries cabochon, and then a little Santa hat at the top. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is my favorite. And then I made the tropical drink. And with this one, I made it a shaker, added peppermint and trees and just some different holographic sequins on the inside. I added the umbrella and added a diamond dot to the top. And then I made a small rosette here and added a candy cane cabochon. And I almost forgot, guys. I almost forgot to show you what I created to house my embellishments in. And so this is where I used the Scrap Diva Designs 3D bucket die. And I made it a shaker on the front and the back. I added the mitten paper, used the plaid on the front and the back, and I used the mitten paper for the sides and for the top of my handle. I made the shovel a shaker as well, recycling some packaging. This bow and with the bells and tag was created by Lady Cree. It's so pretty. I'm so glad I had that. So it was perfect to attach the shovel with. I added a mitten in the back. This is a chipboard piece, another chipboard piece, one of the chipboard buttons, and I added some baker's twine, the bell cabochons here at the top, and then a little candy cane foam piece. There was just a little too much space right here, so I just added the candy cane there. So that's that, and I will include a picture of how everything looks all packaged up. And so here are all of my embellishments that I'm sending to Venetta. I hope she enjoys what I've created. That's it for today, guys. Thank you and have a blessed day. Bye.